The Prophet ﷺ prophesied that you will make an alliance with Rome in Akhir Zaman. But the hadith also speaks about war with Rome, and that they'll attack you under 80 flags. And 1/3 of the army will run away and Allah will never forgive them. And 1/3 of the army would be killed and they'll be shuhada, the best shuhada. And the last 1/3 will be victorious against Rome. And we are puzzled. How can we make an alliance with the people who are going to fight against us? That's the question. In answer to that question, I want to point out that Rome began as a city in Italy, the city of Rome, which was a pagan city, which worshipped idols and Greek gods and goddesses. That was Rome. Today that Rome is Western European Christians. That Rome has the Roman Catholic Church and the Protestant Church. Today that Rome has a NATO alliance. Today that Rome is modern Western civilization from its pagan origins. And then when Christianity came to Rome, an emperor emerged whose name was Constantine. And he took Rome out of Rome and established the city that came to be known as Constantinople. And this became the second Rome. This second Rome was otherwise known as the Byzantine Empire. And it was in rivalry with the Persian Empire. And when the Quran declared Ghulibatir Rum, the Quran was referring to this second Rome, not the first. The second one, which had been defeated by Persia. But the tables will soon turn, says the Quran, in a few years, bid'a sinin. And the Byzantine Empire will defeat the Persians, and that's what happened. So when the Quran used the word Rome, it was referring to Rome number 2, or Byzantium. And when the Ottoman Sultan Muhammad Fatih conquered Constantinople in 1456, I believe, almost 600 years ago, then Rome left Constantinople, and Rome is now located in Russia. It is not for us Muslims to decide where Rome is today. How foolish of us. It is they, the Orthodox Christians, the Eastern Orthodox Christians, they are the ones who have to answer the question, where is Rome today? Not us. And their answer, and the Patriarch says, it is Moscow. And so we have 3 rooms. The first room, which today has NATO and Western civilization, and is waging war on Islam on Israel's behalf. And we have the second room, which was Byzantium, and we have the third room, which is now in Moscow. And the Prophet ﷺ speaks about an alliance with Rome. My opinion is, he's not talking about NATO. No, he cannot be talking about NATO and the West, and the United States and Britain and France and so on. What nonsense! Because Western civilization has an alliance of Christians with Jews. And in the Quran, in Surah Al-Ma'idah, Allah prohibits us from an alliance with such Christians and such Jews who are allies of each other. بَعْدُهُمْ أَوْلِيَاءُ بَعْضٍ. So the alliance with Rome could not be NATO or Rome number one. The alliance with Rome cannot be number two, because number two is gone. It's gone. Istanbul is now a Muslim city. The alliance with Rome, in my opinion, has to be number three, Moscow and Eastern Europe. And I want to suggest to you that the attack from Rome is not from Russia. And that attack is coming, and it is from NATO. And they'll come with under 80 flags. It's the alliance with which they have attacked Afghanistan. And they're now preparing to attack Syria and to attack Iran and to attack Pakistan and to attack Egypt. And Russia is not preparing to launch those wars. That Malhamah. It is NATO which is preparing to launch that Malhamah under 80 flags. And so there is no conflict here. That the alliance with Rome is an alliance with the same people who are going to be attacking us under 80 flags. No, I believe there is a confusion here, and these are two different Romes. There's Rome number one, which is today NATO, and Rome number three, which is Byzantium.